Hey, Teddy K here for Best Buy Plugin, and in this video review we take a look at the Samsung Gear Sport, the latest smartwatch from Samsung that features a waterproof body and really cool Spotify integration. Samsung's back at it again, and if you think that the Gear Sport looks a lot like previous Samsung smartwatches, you wouldn't be alone. The design principle is not that different. They've gone a little smaller this time with an almost 43mm size and a slightly smaller strap so that it fits more wrists as opposed to the Gear S3 Frontier, which was considerably bigger. But there are some trade-offs here. So while Samsung has added some things have also been taken away or just not added. So for example, you have waterproof. You can actually use this in salt water, which is unusual for a smartwatch in any case, but you can do that here. Problem is that you can't always use the GPS because then you will lose battery life. You can use Endomondo or Map My Run or MyFitnessPal, but you can't use Strava or Runkeeper. You can use Samsung's S Voice for voice assistance, but not Google Assistant. You can use NFC for different things like pairing, but not Samsung Pay, at least in Canada. You do still get the heart rate monitor and all the exercise features that are in here. Not much has changed there, actually. The Gear Sport works a lot like previous Samsung smartwatches do, so not too many surprises there. But one thing that I liked, and especially in Canada I found this is more profound, is the Spotify integration. If you are a Spotify Premium subscriber, listen up because you're going to like this. You can listen to Spotify playlists that you've created on the Gear Sport offline. So you can download them onto the watch's internal storage. They say 4 gigs, it's more like 3 to 3.4. And you can listen to them offline on the watch, paired with a Bluetooth headset so that you basically have cut out the phone completely from your workout. It's really interesting. I used it and I loved it. Now, bear in mind, if you do want to go out for a run, you can actually also just use the watch too because it's got the GPS built in and listen to your tunes at the same time. So this is one of the best ways I've seen a phone being cut out from being active. But at the same time, there are all those trade-offs. I mean, if you like to use Strava, as I mentioned, you can't use it with this device. The app integration just in general is limited. There's a lot of apps that I'd love to see. Like I could text someone, or I could see a text from someone, I could respond even to a text, but I can't do that with a WhatsApp message. I can see it, but I can't respond to it. So there's always this if and but situation with the watch, and I think it even extends further depending on the device you're using. This watch is primarily, I think, built for Samsung Galaxy phone users. Android users would come second. iOS, you can technically use it. I wouldn't even bother. Go with an Apple Watch instead if you're using an iPhone. To me, this was my favorite part. The Spotify integration was by far my favorite aspect of the Gear Sport. And I get it. I mean, it doesn't really have that much to do with exercise, but the point is that even if I want to use the smartwatch for general reasons, I could still listen to my music through my watch. I don't have to listen to it through my phone all the time. That's great for going to the gym without bringing the phone along, cutting out all other notifications in the process. The Gear Sport, of course, does not have its own cellular connection. It can do Wi-Fi, so that's one of the best ways to actually move the content over from Spotify over onto the phone is through Wi-Fi. It just speeds up the process. And of course it does Bluetooth because that's what you use to pair with your headset or your headphones. And that's my review of the Samsung Gear Sport for Best Buy Plugin. I'm Teddy K. Thanks for watching.